And welcome everybody, happy Friday. This is FXPassion broadcasting live on YouTube. This is Forex Trading for Beginners. Let's check the time. Still, if you're from Melbourne, it's 2 a.m. Singapore, 11 p.m. Madrid, 4 p.m. New York and Toronto, 10 a.m. and London, England, 3 p.m. GMT. Everybody, our goal for you is to become consistently profitable, minimum 3 months, knowing when, how and why you make and or lose money. You should not be allowed to trade with real money until you reach the goal. What is the goal? To become consistently profitable. Minimum 3 months, no losing months in between. And if you are not going to listen to us, here is the risk disclaimer. Don't trade with money you cannot afford to lose, and the webinars are not investment advice, they are for educational purposes only. Your job is to question everything and don't be fooled. After you understand and master all the things, trading is 80% emotional and only 20% technical. So in order to be successful at trading, you need to have your mind and your heart in the right place. And remember, if being consistently profitable is difficult for you, you probably still have things to learn. And if your way is not working, why don't you try ours? And remember, 90% of traders who makes it between the 3rd and the 5th year. For homeworks or additional coaching or training or just questions, you can send your homework or question to the Gmail contact, to the Skype contact, or to the LinkedIn contact. That being said, everybody, let's dive into the live markets. And we lost on our trade yesterday. I mean today, but the trade was from yesterday. And today is the last day, everybody. We are going to starting from Monday, we are going to have the so-called trading week. We are not going to learn anything more. We are just going to apply the concepts and the rules and trying to find trading opportunities. So this is the trade from yesterday, and I lost, everybody. Okay, and we talked about there is no right or wrong, but we addressed that the safest stop loss, it's up here, right? So if you're a beginner trader and you lose on a trade, which is going to happen, I promise you that, you need to address, did we do something or anything? Did we do anything wrong? Technically speaking, was our analysis of the trade correct? Or did we miss something, right? So we have here the risk for traders that want to go short. No technical risk so far, but number 2, the market can reverse for any reason, right? Like an importer or exporter starts buying big. So this is the general risk. And our reasons to enter the trade: the market, number 1, the market reversed at the long-term downtrend line, the black one. Number 2, the market reversed the trend. Number 3, the market broke the short-term uptrend line, the green, which is entering right now. And number 4, bad news for the AUD. So I was stopped out on this trade. Question for you, everybody. Question for you. I was stopped out, right? And this is going to happen. Is my bias changed? Meaning, should I start looking right now, oh, let's go long, or should I find another entry, everybody, to go back short again? I came out before reversal. Great, Miguel. Great. So as a beginner trader, everybody, you need to learn that sometimes you are going to lose your trades. You are going to have losers, right? But does this mean that our bias, our direction changed? Did anything change, technically speaking? Did anything change? What about structure? Okay, we're going to delete this from yesterday. AUD CHF, NZD CAD, AUD JPY, AUD USD monthly chart. right? AUD/USD daily chart. So did anything changed? Even though my trade, I was stopped out on my trade. Paul says no. Great answer, Paul. No. The bias is the same. So structure, this is the daily chart, structure is down, market is still below the downtrend line, right? And guess what? There is one good news, everybody. I lost on that. Oh, Passion, how can be good news? Well, let's think together. There is one good news that not that I've been stopped out, but there is one good news that the market is retracing. Teacher Miguel, Teacher Paul, what do you think? What is the good news when the market is retracing? Most likely it's going to retrace until here. This is an area of resistance, right? Let's clean up the chart a little bit. Let's clean up the chart. So what's the good point now that the market is retracing? And don't be shy, there is no right or wrong. So I'm going to, when the market is going to break the counter trend line, right, I'm going to re-enter shorting the market. Okay, so when you are stopped out, everybody, as a beginner trader, don't throw the gun, right? Stay together, stay with the chart, stay with the market. 618, hello Aske, how are you? Miguel says it will reverse also later and continue the trend. Yes, but what is the great news now that the market is retracing? I'm stopped out, right? I should be crying, oh no, I lost on the trade. No, one trade is not important, it's 1 out of 100. So it's a loser or if it's a winner, it's not important, it's just one trade. But if the market goes until up here, this level of resistance, right, and it should fall here, okay, it should fall. Why? Because it should fall because all of the technical reasons, the market reversed at the long-term downtrend line, reversed the trend, the market broke the short-term uptrend line, right? So what's the good news? The good news is, everybody, is that risk reward is the good news. If the market is going to retrace until this, I was stopped out, okay, I'm not happy, right? But if the market is retracing and is going to retrace until this resistance and is going to break a counter trend line, then look at the risk reward ratio, everybody. And there is one more good thing that I cannot do from yesterday. If I have enough capital, I can put my stop loss up here, which is the safest place. I couldn't do this yesterday, because if I did this yesterday, I would be risking more than I would making, right? But until the market is retracing, most likely until up here, and shoot back down, then I'm happy, right? So as a beginner trader, if you're fresh new, you need to build this consistency in your trading, everybody, and be resilient. Okay, don't cry, don't feel bad. Oh no, I lost on the trade, I'm not an expert, oh I'm so... No, did we do anything wrong yesterday? No, we did not. We did not. Technically speaking, of course, we are addressing just the structure, trend lines, and support, resistance, and pivot points. We are going to continue to build the knowledge in the next months. But technically speaking, we didn't do anything wrong. And you should be aware, everybody, even though you are going to learn Fibonacci's and Ichimoku and Elliott Wave and Super JP Morgan system, whatever, sometimes the market is going to go against you, and sometimes we are going to lose. It's a normal part of the game. Eddington, hello. However, if you want for that trend to break again, you would most likely be re-entering where you got stopped out. We don't know this, Eddington. We don't know what is going to happen and until where the market is going to retrace. So what Eddington is saying, everybody, is if the market would break right now, this long-term trend line, it would be here, right? This is what Eddington is saying. Of course, we don't have a crystal ball. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So everybody, if you want to learn something today, as a beginner trader, when you lose, if I lost on this trade, don't feel bad. Don't be hard on yourself. Don't cry, okay? Don't cry, don't moan. Oh my God, it's just one trade and it means absolutely nothing, right? Maybe the market is going to go up here until this resistance, break the counter trend line. I'm going to enter the trade shorting again, and maybe, just maybe, the market is going to reverse and stop me out again. So I would lose the second trade and the market is going to retrace, and I would enter for the third time near the downtrend line, and if the market went down and stopped me out again, it's okay. So I would be stopped out 3 times, and this is okay. Passion, how could be okay? Well, I did nothing wrong, everybody. Technically speaking, I did nothing wrong. As Paul said, structurally, until the market makes a higher high structure, or until the market breaks the long-term downtrend line, I didn't do anything wrong, right? Yeah, I don't like having losing trades. Nobody likes this, right? I'm just telling you what's happening with beginner traders. Beginner traders, generally, they lose on a trade and they are out of the chart, right? If you're a beginner trader, be sincere, everybody. If you're a beginner trader and you lose on AUD USD, what are you going to do? You're going to forget AUD USD, right? And you are going to check on other currency pairs like AUD CAD. Try not to do this. As Paul said, the bias is still the same. Okay, nothing changed fundamentally. Okay, now of course, if the market stops me out for the third time and breaks the long-term downtrend line and makes a higher high structure, then of course there is a different story right now. I'm not going to short anymore the market. I'm going to try to go long, right? I would go long on this trade if on the daily chart the market breaks the long-term downtrend line, and especially if the market makes a higher high structure. Okay, any questions so far, everybody? Today is bringing all together. Starting from Monday, we are going to look for trading opportunities. We are not going to repeat or learn anything new. Any questions? Okay, sometimes as a trader, even the professionals, we don't do anything wrong, but the market just goes against us. It's a part of the game. Okay, so question for tomorrow, not tomorrow, question, homework. This lesson today is bringing all together. Do you know how to identify, how to spot the trend, everybody? This is what it's all about. So today we are bringing all together. Let's write this down. Do you know how to spot the trend? Okay, or do you know how to identify a trend. Okay, those are the questions. Do you know how to spot a trend? Do you know how to identify a trend? Why is that? Because starting from Monday we are going to trade, right? We are going to look for trading opportunities. Remember, these webinars are not investment or trading advice, they are for educational purposes only. You are responsible for your trading. Okay, so let's start with AUD-CAD. Do you know how to spot a trend? Are we in a downtrend or are we in an uptrend, everybody? This is AUD-CAD daily chart. Starting from Monday, we are going to look for trading opportunities. Should we go short or should we go long on AUD-CAD? What do you think? Don't be shy, there is no right or wrong. Teacher Eddington, Teacher Aske, Teacher Miguel, Paul says down, Paul says let's short the market. Thank you, Paul. Paul says let's go short. Henny, hello Henny, Honey, I hope that I pronounce correct your name, says short. Okay, let's trade down. So we have Paul and Honey. Hello, how are you? Let's short, let's go down. Okay, this is AUD-CAD daily chart. We are going to trade, everybody. Remember, this is the daily chart, but we are going to trade on the 2-hour chart, 1-hour chart. What you are going to say? Okay, so starting from Monday, I'm going to need from you a currency pair, time frame and direction. Okay, but could be a bullish flag. Yes, sir. So, do you know how to spot a trend, everybody? Should we go short? Should we go long? Are we in a downtrend? Are we in an uptrend? What are we? Right? So, Honey and Paul says down, and yes, we are. We are in a short term, right? Maybe. What are we? Are we in an uptrend? Look at the structure, everybody. This is the structure. What do you think? Do you know how to spot a trend? Do you know how to identify a trend? Miguel says downtrend. Are you sure? Are you sure? Downtrend. Are you sure? I'm worried, everybody, about this higher low structure, right? Highs and lows, yes, but structurally speaking, we have this higher low right now. Maybe it's going to fall. We don't have the crystal ball, as Eddington said, right? But if you go, everybody, as a beginner trader, let's go on the monthly chart. Monthly chart. AUD-CAD monthly chart. What can you read from the monthly chart, everybody? I'm going to remove the 2 lines. Remove. Okay. This is AUD-CAD monthly chart. What can you read from this chart, everybody? Are we still in a downtrend? Are we in an uptrend? Right, those are the 2 bands. This is the monthly chart. Right, long term, yes, long term, no doubt. Long term, the bias is down. Long term, right? And Hani says it's a range. Eddington says structure is down on the monthly and we are still in a downtrend of the structure on the daily. Yes, yes sir, but Hani, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Maybe Hani is right. Maybe we are here. Maybe we are in a channel, in a sideways movement, in a range. Hani sees this one, everybody. Okay, so right. So what should we do right now? Should we go AUD monthly chart. So should we go, let's go back on the daily, should we go short because we are in the short-term downtrend, right? Should we go short or should we go long? Miguel says I go for the range, right? So should we go down, should we go up, should we go short, should we go long? Everybody, both, right? We have traders that next week, together with us, we have traders that next week are going to short the market, okay? And if they are going to lose, the answer is, well, we lost, no problem, because we addressed the risk. Why did we lose? Did we do anything wrong? No. We just went short knowing that maybe AUD on the monthly chart it's locked in a range. Okay? Eddington says wait for the retracement and the counter trend line break to the upside. If it breaks down below the consolidation, then go short. Yes, that would be a nice way to go. Okay? So if you want to go short but you're going to lose, then this is the answer. And if you want to go long, everybody, right? Let's say that the market breaks the downtrend line, makes a structure on the daily, a higher high, okay? Some traders together with us next week are going to go long on this currency pair. Some are going to short the market, some are going to go long. And for those who are going to go long, if they are going to lose, right? You can go long, you can still lose. The market is unpredictable, right? So the market goes up and goes back down. What? Again, we know why is that, right? Oh, we lost on this trade. Why did we lose? Did we do anything wrong? No. No, maybe just the market, the consolidation period has ended, right? And as Eddington said, our structure, right? We have the legs. So this is structure right now. Okay, maybe the market is going to continue its down structure, right? Miguel says from the bottom of the sideways we should go long because of the previous trend. Everybody remember this, there is no right or wrong. The traders who are saying to go short, they have it points, and traders who are telling to go long have their points. Both are right, everybody. On this currency pair we can go as short as we can go long. There is no right or wrong. In the end the market is going to decide which one was better, right? But you can go both. You can go short if the market breaks breaks another counter trend line, you can go short. And if it breaks the downtrend line and makes a structural higher high or starts to make swings, you can go long, right? There is no right or wrong, everybody. So the question remains, do you know how to spot a trend? This is AUD. Let's move on the next, which is, let's address AUD daily chart. Okay, bringing all together, do you know how to spot? Oh, bring all together, so we need to address support and resistance and pivot points, right? So if you want to go long, before we move on AUD, if you want to go long, well, you have here the pivot point and you have here another pivot point. So are you sure you want to go long? And if you want to go long, what is going to happen if you are here near the first pivot point, right? Oh, Passion, but the market is in a range and it broke the two pivot points from downside up and upside down. Yes, this is true. This is true. But I'm asking you, how are you going to trade this? Right? Where would you put your stop loss? It would be better to stay out, go find another currency pair. As a beginner trader, everybody, all those questions are most likely in your head, right? And the important one, the big one, rule for trading, everybody, don't force the trades. Don't force the trades. Don't force the trade, okay? This is number one. Don't force the trade. If you don't understand, this is number one. Don't force the trade. Number two, don't force the market. Oh, I'm going to enter this trade because I know. Nobody knows anything, everybody, about this market. Don't buy in the BS that traders and analysts know. Nobody knows nothing about this market. Okay? I'm not saying, okay, we have our analysis and we have our predictions, but when somebody says, oh, I know, nobody knows anything. Okay? If just one person in the world would know, there will be no market anymore. Number three, don't force you to trade. Don't force you to trade. Okay, those are the rules, right? Not a rule, those are rules, plural. Paul says, I would stay out until breakout and look for swing. It's in consolidation. Great post, Paul. Congratulations. I agree with you. Okay. Everybody, rules for trading. Number one, don't force the trade. If you are near the pivot point or support or resistance level, it doesn't matter. Don't force the trade. Number two, don't force the market. You are forcing the market when you first enter, and then you are thinking, oh, what I'm going to do? Oh, the market should go my way. The market must go up. Don't force the market. The market is unpredictable. The market can do anything it wants, when it wants, for how long it wants, right? And number three, don't force. Maybe not the best English, huh? Don't force yourself to trade. Don't force yourself to trade. Okay? It's similar to don't force trade, but don't force yourself to trade. Okay? Those are the rules. When it's time, this is what you should learn, everybody, as a beginner trader. When it's time to stay out, it's time to stay out. If you cannot read the chart or your money management is not in line, if you need to risk 30% with a trade, don't force the trade. Don't force yourself to trade. Stay out, right? If not, you are going to burn your account and you are going to get angry and pissed off and stressed, right? Oh, the webinars don't work, and FXPassion and Wheezy and Sky's the limit and Dogdow, they don't know nothing, and the broker is against me. No. You are forcing the trades, right? We are forcing the market, and we are forcing ourselves to trade. So, as a beginner trader, check on this one, right? So, AUDJPY, daily chart. Can you spot the trend, everybody? Let's compress the chart, right? This is the daily chart. What should we do? Are we in an uptrend? Are we in a downtrend? Right? It's just an example. This is AUD/JPY daily chart. Should we go short? Should we go long? Are we in a range? We have the three trend lines, right? What should we do? Should we go short? Should we go long? What do you think, everybody? AUD/JPY daily chart. Do you know how to spot a trend? Because as beginner traders, we want to trade together with the trend, not against. Oh, Passion, but you said that we can trade retracement. Yes, you can, no problem. But me personally, as a beginner trader, I want to go with the trend. And Paul says sideways for me personally, okay? This is what Paul sees, right? Most likely. Okay? Teacher Honey, Teacher Miguel, Teacher Eddington, what do you think? AUD/JPY, what are we? Are we in a downtrend? Are we in a channel sideways? Eddington says same down overall structure and in a down leg of that structure. Okay? What do we need to do to confirm what are we or where are we? We need to go on the monthly chart, right? Monthly chart. Monthly chart, AUD/JPY, this is the monthly chart. Those are the bands from the monthly chart. And structure, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, right? This is structure right now. And the long-term bias, of course, is down. Long-term meaning this year, next year, maybe until 2022, we don't know, right? So this is the daily chart. Should we go short? Should we go long? Hani says just retraced from 5.0. We didn't learn Fibonacci's yet, Hani, but you are right, yes sir. Miguel says the last part of the chart shows is lower high and lower low, yes sir. Hani says I think this market is going to go up, right? So as you can see, everybody, you have different traders choosing different sides, right? Some of you are saying let's go long, some of you are saying let's go short, right? Some of you are saying, well, let's stay out, which is okay also, right? Okay, short-term trick, everybody, short-term trick. Traders hint. When the market has formed a low, it must form a high. This is where sometimes beginner traders lose without knowing why. Okay, traders hint, like a suggestion. When the market has formed a low, it must form a high. This is where sometimes beginner traders, I hope that my English is correct, Eddington, if you can check on my grammar, beginner with 2N or 2G. Beginner traders lose without knowing why. So, AUD/JPY monthly chart. We are here right now. And this is for Hani. I agree with him. Short term and no guarantees whatsoever, everybody. We don't have the crystal ball, but the market, what do we know about the market? The only one certainty is that the market is waving, right? The market is waving. and in a downtrend the market is going to make lower lows, lower highs. So when the market forms a low, the next short-term direction is up, everybody. Short-term. Why? Because in order the market to continue to wave, it must form a high. Okay, so we don't know what the market is going to do. Maybe it's going to go, maybe it's going to fall, right? Because we have a big long candle, a low, or maybe the market is going to go up, forming a lower high, right? And I can spot here some kind of resistance, okay? And this resistance, bringing all together, is also a pivot point. So we have a pivot point here and resistance on the smaller time frame, right? So from the monthly chart, there is no right or wrong. You have three traders right now, okay? Trader number one is going to go short. So let's write this down. Trader, and there is no right or wrong. Trader number one is going to short the market because he sees that we are in a long-term downtrend, okay? This is trader number one. He sees that we are in the long-term downtrend. The market is making lower lows, lower highs so far, okay? Now we have trader number two, and trader number two is going to go long. Trader number two is going to buy the AUDJPY, is going to buy AUDJPY because he sees that we are in the process of making a higher high, okay? So trade number two is saying, oh, I'm not going to show. Maybe long term, yes, we are in a downtrend, but trader number two says, I'm going to buy AUDJPY because I'm seeing that we are in the process of making a higher high. Valid point. Trader number two has a valid point. The market is waving, and in order to make waves, it must form a high, a center candle with two on the left and two on the right with lower values, okay? So trader number two is up here. Both are right, technically speaking. Both have valid points, right? And then we have trader number three. Trader number three, it's a little bit more cautious. Trader number three is going to stay out and wait the market to form a lower high at the pivot point, okay, and then is going to short the market. Okay, so we have three traders. There is no right or wrong. Trader number three is up here. It's staying on the side. Trader number three is going to stay out and wait the market to form a lower high. Basically, trader number three is a mix. He agrees with both. trader number 3 agrees with both, with trader number 1 and trader number 2. But he's staying out and he's waiting the market to form a lower high at the pivot point most likely, and then he's going to short the market, right? Which one are you, everybody? Aske, Hani, Miguel, Eddington, Paul, which one are you? Are you trader number 1, trader number 2, or are you trader number 3? And everybody, if you have a different strategy, please be free to type in the chat box. Oh, Passion, we can have trader number 4. Yes, we can. I would be very happy, everybody, if some of you put in the chat box what would be a trader number 4 do. Hani says, well, I'm trader number 3. I would stay out. There is no right or wrong, everybody, because the market can do what trader number 1 is saying, the market can do what trader number 2 is saying, and the market can do what trader number 3 is saying, right? Trading is a probability game. Numbers. Ask is saying trader number 2. Eddington says trader number 3. Miguel says trader number 1. Great. Great. Different traders, different choices. Now, Paul says, I don't hold positions over the weekend. No, Paul, we are talking about what we are going to do starting from Monday. Not today, okay? This lesson today is a preparation, a briefing for Monday. Okay? So, but we are talking about how we think, everybody. So if you would choose one option, which one? Most likely, everybody, most likely we all have a style, right? If you are trader number 1, you are going most likely in your trading account is going to reflect the behavior of trader number 1. If your style is trader number 2, your trading account is going to reflect this behavior. You are going to buy and you are going to go with the highs and lows. What pair is this one? AUD JPY, Miguel. AUD JPY monthly chart, right? And maybe your trading style is trader number 3, to stay out and to analyze twice, you know, and to double check. There is no right or wrong, but of course your trading account is going to reflect this behavior, right? And there is no right or wrong. If you have a teacher or a mentor that is going to say trader number 2 is wrong, go find another teacher. I'm telling you, everybody. We have scalpers, swing traders, day traders, position investors, news traders. They are all over the place. They are shorting the same time somebody else is buying, right? Sometimes all win, but sometimes all lose, right? There is no right or wrong, okay? Don't believe just one strategy. You know, oh, the John Doe from where? From Vanuatu, right? He's a guru and he's perfected one and his strategy. No, there is no just one strategy. No. Okay, so this is AUDJPY. See how what I want you to understand, everybody. Do you understand when you analyze the daily chart? This is the daily chart. We started with the daily chart and we thought, well, let's go short, let's go short. Some of you said, let's go long. Robert, stop loss is a friend of trader. Yes, hello Robert, yes sir. So we start from the daily chart and some of you said, the majority says let's short the market, right? Some of you said maybe let's go long, but when we jumped from the daily to the monthly, the picture, the strategy changed, right? So I want you to understand this, okay? daily chart, and if you go on the smaller time frame, if you go on the 1 hour chart, let's compress the chart, you are going to have a different picture again, right? If this is higher high, yes sir, this is AUDJPY 1 hour chart, right? And this is the uptrend line, okay? And some of you are going to say, oh, we are in consolidation. Yeah, maybe we are, okay, maybe we are. So this is our trading time frame, right? But you cannot trade just for the 1 hour time frame, because why? The higher time frame is going to control the smaller time frame. So if you are saying, well, let's go short in here because we are locked in this sideways movement, right? Maybe you are going to win, maybe you are going to lose, we don't know. But from the monthly standpoint, you have 3 different traders looking at 3 different directions, right? But this is the 1 hour chart. One trader, the other is going to go long because the market is in the process of breaking this uptrend line, right? Again, the one would go, oh, let's short strong because of this 1 hour chart, right? And again, maybe you're right, maybe you are wrong. If we are in a sideways channel, right, maybe the market is going to react here and go back up, we don't know, right, what is going to happen. And lastly, trader number 3, from the monthly standpoint, on the 1 hour chart, sooner or later the market is going to break out of this sideways movement and is going to form a lower high, right? We don't know this, what is going to happen. Trading is a numbers game. Now, who is the man? Who is the man here? Who is the trader? There is no right or wrong, everybody. Listen to this. If the market, I'm going to clean up the chart. Just give me a second. I know some of you don't believe me. Okay. Let's remove and remove. Okay, some of you don't believe this. If the market is going to shoot down for any reason, who is the man? Who is the trader? Trader number 1, right? You're going to say, oh, trader number 1 was right, trader number 2 and trader number 3 were wrong. Okay, maybe you're right. But this is if the market is going to shoot down. And as Eddington said, we don't have the crystal ball. If the market, let's remove, I just erased trader number 1, but it doesn't matter. If the market shoots up, right? Who is the man? Who is the trader? Trader number 2, right? And you are going to think, oh, trader number 1 was wrong. Trader number 2 is the man. Yes, okay, but we don't have the crystal ball, right? And last example, everybody, if the market goes up until the pivot point and then reverses, right? So trader number 1 would lose on his trade and trader number 2 would win, but you would say, oh, trader number 2, I mean, he's an expert, you know. He predicted this and look what happened. I mean, this trader is the best trader. We don't know, everybody, okay? And believe it or not, just because sometimes the market is going to do this, it doesn't mean that the market is going to do the same thing on some other currency pair, right? Or sometimes the market is going to go up and then is going to reverse, and you're going to think, as a beginner trader, right? You're going to think, oh, trader number 2 is the best, I'm going to adopt the trader number 2 style. Well, we don't know. This is AUDJPY monthly chart. AUD JPY monthly chart has nothing to do with AUD CAD monthly chart. Has nothing to do with AUD USD monthly chart, everybody. Okay? Yeah, I know we are going to talk about correlation to me right now, I know, okay, but believe me everybody, when you are trading those currency pair, just because AUD JPY is going to react in one way, Eddington is smiling, yes, okay. Eddington, why are you smiling, my friend? Should I show them? Should I show? Okay, everybody. I'm going to wait for Eddington's confirmation or blessing. Yes, show them. No problem. Okay. Just because one trader or one style, because you know trading style and trade for about 1,000 trades. Oh, it isn't 100. No, okay. And then you can decide for yourself. You don't need to believe to anybody, right? Not even your broker or the CEO of a company. You have your experience, right? And you can make your educated decision. Eddington says, yes, show them. It's just an example, everybody. We have AUD CHF on the monthly chart. Okay, we have a student that he said, oh, AUD CHF is the same that AUD NZD, right? So we have AUD CHF monthly chart, and in January and even in February, as you can see, the last two candles, this is the monthly chart, this market is up, right? AUD CHF monthly chart, the market is up. At AUD NZD, on the contrary, if the platform is going to open the data, let's wait. Let's wait, okay. On the contrary, AUD NZD, come on, the market is falling right now. Yes, you can argue that it's similar, but it's not, okay. AUD CHF, it's not the same, right? This is AUD CHF, the market. Let's go on the daily chart. Daily chart. This is the daily chart, right? And I'm going to remove. This is AUD CHF daily chart, right? And this is AUD NZD daily chart. Okay. Yes, okay, the flash crash was the same, but as you can see, it's not the same, right? AUD CHF was up when AUD NZD was down, right? So when we talk about trading, so this is AUD NZD. When we talk about trading, don't mix one currency with the other. Okay, there are some correlation, yes, okay, because of this and that, but most likely one currency has nothing to do with the other one. Okay? Okay, everybody, our time is up. See you back on Monday. Monday we are starting the trading week. We are not going to learn anything new. Until Monday, stay strong and relax. Relax, it's Friday. Have a nice weekend, everybody. This is FXPassion signing off.